Hey, this is Hardball Retro, and we're going to be playing Avalon Hill's Pro Manager today. Uh, this is version, the original version of the game. Came out in 1984, published by Avalon Hill, and looks like it was the rights to the game were acquired by Spinnaker Software, and they put out another edition of this in 1986 called Major League Manager. So I'm not all that familiar with this game. I played it a handful of times to do a review several years ago, but beyond that, I haven't really played too much of this one. So bear with me while I go through the menu options. Interestingly enough, to get this game working, it's running in DOSBox, and I had to download, I think it was command.com and mode.com, DOS 2.11 versions of those programs in order to get this to function. So prior to loading the game in DOSBox, you open the DOSBox session and you type in mode 80 for 80 columns, and then you type in driver.exe to load it. There is an option to do a delay. You may have to exit the program and run that. Otherwise, the text, the play-by-play runs too quickly. So let's see if we need that or not. We're going to do computer makes decision for one team, so that's option C. And we're going to choose to play, let's do 84. Let's play 84 Tigers. And the home team is going to be the 84 Blue Jays. Since you will choose the computer manager option, the computer will manage one of the teams. Which team, visiting or home, would you like the computer to manage? I'll let the computer manage Detroit, and I will be Toronto. So, visitors. Specify which pitchers on that team may not be used in relief. Okay. We'll go head-to-head here with the best. So we'll do Jack Morris. Computer picks their lineup. Sure. Key. Spacebar to approve the lineup. There we go. Okay. We're not going to designate anybody to be benched, so I'll just press any key other than the spacebar to get through this. We're going to throw Dave Stieb against the Tigers. Sure, let's see what he picks. Garcia, Collins, Mosby, Upshaw, Bell, Johnson, Mullenix, Witt, Griffin. I'm pretty good with that lineup. Let's go with that for now, sure. Music, yes. Play-by-play, we'll go to the screen. Do you want it to go to the printer also? No, don't have a printer hooked up. All right, so that was interesting. Since we chose to play in Toronto, we got both the American and the Canadian national anthems. That's fairly rare for one of the computer baseball games to include both of them, so that's a nice little touch for this game. We've got our options here, and we can press H for help. So let's do that real quick before we start. So I was briefly looking through the manual for this one, and I remembered that they have this executive pause option, so we'll hit that real quick. I thought that was neat. That's basically so if your boss is walking by, you can make it look like you're just typing on your screen. Back in 1984, I guess that was a nice little feature to have here. Assuming you probably want to make sure the music option is off if you're playing in the office. So what else do we have? L for lineups. Bunt, pinch hitter, pinch runner, steal, hit and run, defensive change, guard the lines and field in, pitch around, intentional walk. Okay, pretty standard stuff, right? So let's go here. Let's hit that executive pause option real quick. And I am working right now. Nothing to see here. All right. And then you hit F10 when your boss leaves, and you're back in the game. Good stuff. All right. So, nobody on base. We're just going to hit the space bar. Whitaker batting. Got the play-by-play window over here. Not a whole lot of text. Not very descriptive, but anyway, ground out to short. Medium fly out to left. So again, other than our national anthem, audio is fairly sparse, as it is with most of these text-based sims, at least the early ones. So Chet Lemon, strikeout. All right, so Steve retires the side in order. All right, bottom of the first. Okay, ground out to second. Medium fly to left. And Lloyd Mosby's up. Short fly out to left. All right, so no runs, no hits, no errors through the first inning. All right, got 4, 5, and 6 coming up for both sides. And let's see, Lance Parrish. And he whiffs. Of course, this is the 84 Tigers team that got off to that amazing start. I believe they won 35 out of 40 to begin the year. And they basically cruised through the regular season. And Kirk Gibson with the round tripper. And it's 1-0. Tigers up. Got Darrell Evans batting. To mention, you've got the on-deck hitters over here. Not a whole lot going on with the. I mean, you do get the batters' actual stats here. So, okay, Evans grounds out to short. Darrell Evans, that is. Larry Herndon up, and he grounds out to first. All right. Oh, so the Tigers lead it 1-0. All right. Got Willie Upshaw, grounds it right back to Morris, throws to first for the out. George Bell, ground out to short. And Cliff Johnson, pop up to short. Okay. Jack Morris mowing him down so far. All right. Howard Johnson. Now, a lot of folks remember him with the Mets, obviously. He was with the Tigers for his first few seasons. He flies out to center. Dave Bergman with the triple. All right, that brings up the top of the order. Lou Whitaker with a, let's see, 1 out. So let's go back to the help screen. We can do infield in. Let's try that. Get the little infield in designation. 1 away. I mean, we could walk Whitaker to set up a double play, but let's try the infield in, see what happens. Oh, struck him out. All right, and with the new batter, you can see that infield in was taken off, so when you set that up, it's only for one hitter. You have to reset it if you needed to. Trammell's up with 2 outs. And they walk Alan Trammell. So, Chet Lemon, first and third, 2 outs. Fly out to center. All right, so Detroit still leads 1-0. All right, bottom of the order, Rance Mullinick's coming up, 7, 8, 9. He flies out to center. Ernie Witt, ground out to short. And Alfredo Griffin breaks up Morris's no-hit bid with a single. Now, should we try to run with Griffin? Thomas Garcia's up. What do we got? What are our options here? We got hit and run. Runner steals. Let's try the old hit and run. And he flies out to center. Okay. Yeah, put the bat on the ball at least. So, middle of the order for the Tigers. Lance Parrish is up. And he crushes that one. It's 2-0. All right, Steve comes back and strikes out Kirk Gibson. Darrell Evans walks. We got a fielder's choice, so Evans was out at second. Herndon made it to first, so now there's 2 gone for Howard Johnson. Long double. Herndon scores, and we got a 3-0 lead for the Tigers. Steve is not pitching his best game today. Grounder to second by Bergman. All right, well, we're down 3. Let's see what we can do here. Only one batter has reached against Jack Morris. And Dave Collins is up. He grounds out to first. Single. All right, Mosby's on. He's got some speed. We might want to consider a hit and run or a stolen base here. I'm going to try a straight steal. See where that gets us. Lead runner caught stealing. All right, well, that was the wrong call, I guess. Upshaw, single, one base error. And that might have cost us a run. My stolen base attempt there. 2 out, George Bell. Let's see, maybe we can scratch out a run here. There we go. 3-1. Could have been 3-2. All right, Cliff Johnson up. All right, getting to Morris here. There's a single. First and third, 2 down. Rance Mullenix. 3-2. Long single. Johnson scooted over to third. See if Ernie Witt can tie it. Nope, but he walks. All right. So it's kind of early in the game to pinch hit, but I'm going to take a look anyway. What do we got here? Let's try that again. There we go. L was for lineups. P for pinch hitter. There we go. P. We got Akins, Barfield, Fernandez. So we could bat for Griffin here. I'm sure he wouldn't be pleased with that, but we have a bases loaded situation with Morris on the mound, so I want to try to take advantage of it. Barfield. Akins had a low average, but some power. Barfield, but that would be a righty on righty matchup. I'm going to go with Mr. Akins here. Okay, hey, walked in a run. 3-3. Pulled the right trigger on that one. Garcia's going to hit for himself. Wow. Morris has just lost the plate completely here. Walks in another run. Looks like Sparky's leaving him in. Dave Collins. I mean, we got him on the ropes here. We could, we're going to do this. Barfield's going to pinch hit for Collins here. And he strikes out. Well, it was worth a shot, right? Now we've got to fix our defense. Jay's up 4-3. Got to get a shortstop in there. And I think it was D, but we're going to click on the help menu. Defensive change, D. All right. So we're going to replace a player in the field other than the pitcher. 2. Here's the current defense. Yep. Barfield in left is fine. We could flip-flop him and Bell, maybe. In fact, I think I'll do that. But first, we're going to replace Akins. with Tony Fernandez. So you see that Tony Fernandez is the only player that qualifies as a shortstop. They do give you their fielding ratings here along with the positions, so that's good to know. Number 5 is Fernandez. Exchange the position of 2 players, 3. And we're going to swap 7, 9. Right. Let's see. 0 if no more changes. Alright, so that we should be good if we do an L for lineup. We've got Barfield in right, Bell in left, Tony Fernandez at short. Everybody else should be good. Alright, so that was an interesting bottom of the 4th inning there. Steve's still on the mound. We'll see how long we can push it with him. He's, again, giving up a couple solo blasts here, so strikes Whitaker out. Top of the Tigers order. Whitaker whiffs. Now we got Trammell. Alan Trammell, the shortstop. Okay, back-to-back strikeouts. Chet Lemon flies out to right. And we get through that inning unscathed, so Blue Jays are up 4-3, bottom of 5. Lloyd Mosby, strikeout. Willie Upshaw. Alright, got a double. So, Sparky Anderson still sticking with his ace here. George Bell. Alright, there we go, 5-3. George Bell single. Walks Cliff Johnson. Mars is just all over the place here. Mullenix, strikeout. Ernie Witt, strikeout. Alright, well, tacked on a run there, so 5-3 Toronto after 5. Top of 6, we got middle of the Tigers order. So there's a walk. Walk to Parrish, puts the tying run on. Kirk Gibson, strikeout. Darrell Evans pops it up to first baseman Upshaw. And Larry Herndon. Strikeout. Okay. So, looks like Steve has settled down through 6 for him. And now we've got Tony Fernandez with his first half out of the day. And he grounds out to Whitaker at second for the first out. Damaso Garcia grounds out to Whitaker. 2 outs. Jesse Barfield. Walk. Long fly out to left. Mosby. Alright. Into the 7th we go. Toronto hanging on to a 5-3 lead. Howard Johnson, the batter. Single. Bergman. And now we're getting into some trouble here with nobody out. So let's see what we need to do for a pitching change. D again, looks like. Replace the pitcher. Alright, who we got in relief here? So the starters are Alexander, Clancy, Leal, and looks like the rest are relievers. We're facing the lefty right now, but then we've got, right, so we've got Whitaker, then we have Trammell, Lemon, Parrish. So might want to go with a right-hander for now. These are really great options. I'm going to go with Dennis Lamb. I know he pitched better in '85, but here we are. Let's see what this does for us. Got the double play in order, but no outs. And the lefty batting. And he walks Whitaker. So now we have bases loaded, nobody out. We are not going to bring the infield in. We're going to stay at double play depth. And cross our fingers with Trammell. Passed ball by Ernie Witt. And 5-4. Alright, so now we're in a situation where we can either walk Trammell or we can play the infield in. But if we walk him, double play ties the game. I'm going to go infield in. And let's see what happens. And we lost the lead on the double. Alright. Just making all the right moves here. Chet Lemon's up. Grounds out to the pitcher. And we finally have an out. Struck out Parrish. Good deal. And now we got a pair of lefties coming up, so I think we're going to go to the pen. Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key comes in to face Gibson. Strikeout. There we go. Alright. Gave up 3 that inning. Not so good. Okay, middle of the order for the Jays. Willie Upshaw, Jack Morris still in there. And now we're down by 1 run. So let's see if we can come back against Morris here. And ground out to short. George Bell, strikeout. Cliff Johnson, walk. Alright, 2-out walk. Let's see. Mullenix can get him around. No, ground out to short. Alright, top of the 8th, down by a run. Jimmy Key still in there. So we're facing a lefty, righty, switch hitter, and a lefty. So Key's going to stay in unless he starts giving up some hits here. Okay, got Darrell Evans to ground out. Good job. Larry Herndon walks. And 1 base error, 3rd base. Okay. Ground out to third. Whitaker's up, lefty, so lefty on lefty. We're going to keep Jimmy Key in, even though we've got a couple runners on. And it's a 2-run single for Whitaker. 8-5 Tigers. Lead runner caught stealing. Okay. So we get out of the inning, but we gave up 2 more runs. And we're down by 3 now. Bottom of the 8th. Okay, Ernie Witt's up. Grounds out to short. Tony Fernandez walks. There we go. Now we're not going to try anything here. Down by 3 runs. Doesn't make sense to get caught stealing in this situation. Damaso's up. And that looks like a double play ball. Alright. Oh, maybe we should have hit and run. Too late now. Top of 9. Righty, righty, righty. And the lefty. So we're going to replace Jimmy Key with Roy Jackson. Comes on to face Trammell, Lemon, and Parrish. There's a base hit by Trammell. Strikeout by Lemon. Strikeout by Parrish. Kirk Gibson up. We're going to leave Roy in because I think we only have one other lefty in the pen. Flies out to right. Okay. Bottom of 9, down by 3. So, Detroit does have Willie Hernandez down in the bullpen. They have Aurelio Lopez, but they are choosing to stick with Jack Morris. We are choosing to bat Jesse Barfield here. And he gets a single. All right, so start the rally. Lloyd Mosby's up. Walk. All right, first and second, nobody out. Tying run comes to the plate. Willie Upshaw. Ooh, 2-run triple. Nice. 8-7. He's still keeping Morris in. George Bell. Tie ball game. Doubles in a run. All right, Cliff Johnson. Now, I'm going to let him bat, but just out of curiosity, I'm going to do P for pinch hitter. I'm just curious who's left on my bench. I know it was Rick Leach. Okay, Garth Orange, Buck Martinez. So, 0 to back out. Just wanted to check and see who was there. Bottom of 9, no outs, runner on second. Fly out to center. Bell scampers over to third. So 1 out, runner on third, winning run on third, potential winning run on third. Grant Smolnik's up. Jack Morris still in there. I mean, you know, not for nothing, but you've got some great relievers down in the pen. Not sure why Morris is still in there. There's a single. And that's the ball game. Toronto 9. Detroit 8. Strike any key to proceed. Sure. Let's see a box score. I'm going to say no. just going to go to screen. S for screen. Here it is. All right, so home runs out of Parrish and Gibson. Whitaker and Trammell with a couple of RBIs apiece. And we got Jack Morris, 8 1/3, 12 hits, 9 earned runs, 8 walks, 5 Ks. Questioning why he was left in the entire game, but there you have it. And no homers for the Jays, but we did have Upshaw and Bell with 3 hits apiece. Upshaw with 3 runs scored. George Bell with 3 RBIs leading the way. Steve didn't pitch well. Did have 8 strikeouts. Lamp got touched up for a run. Key gave up a run. Roy Lee Jackson gets the victory. There's your line score. And that's the ball game. So I will at some point be revisiting this game with the later Major League Manager edition, and have some other games to be played in the near future. Sticking with the 1980s computer baseball simulations for now, and we'll probably throw in some classic console baseball games as well. Some of the arcade type games. So we'll do a mix of those and the manage-only games. So for now, this is Hardball Retro. Take care. See you next time.